Hey everyone, how you doing? Okay, so I want to start a new thing. I want everybody to get in on this because we gotta help everybody. We really do. So I just want people to join me in helping other people because it's hard out here. As everybody, well, not everybody, but as most people constantly are losing their jobs daily because because business are shutting down because they're trying to prevent the spread. And while we're trying to prevent the spread, yes, we can still promote social distancing and helping others. Today, I went out with a friend driving around, and I took with me this. And you know these come pre-packaged and sealed. So I was driving around. Well, my friend was driving around. I was in the passenger seat with my gloves and my mask. And we would pull up to anybody with a sign, saying they're homeless and they need help and everything. And giving out sandwiches. So every week, one day out of every week, I'm going to have a new type of prepackaged food that I'm going to give out to the homeless so that people can at least be fed once a day. One meal a day can help somebody stay alive. One meal a day can help somebody stay sane and not want to kill themselves. One meal a day will help somebody. Hi, Amir. I didn't buy my mask. I made my mask. But yes, please, everyone, join me. If you know that there are several spots near you where you see homeless or the needy that need money or food or money for food, please go get prepackaged food like Uncrustables. You don't have to get Uncrustables, but this is definitely a regular favorite for most. But of course, not everybody can eat it and not everybody's going to accept it because people do have peanut allergies. But again, try and find good prepackaged food that you can give out to those in need because times are hard. People are still out on the corners, out on the streets, out at the intersections. They need help. They're not getting any stimulus check. They're not getting any severance pay or paid time off. They need help. They need to be able to eat too. So you don't have to get out your car. All you have to do is roll the window down and kindly hand it to them. Trust and believe, it helps and it goes a long way. This one sweet, sweet girl, she thanked me like 15 million times in like 5 seconds. And like you could just tell like it meant so much to her. And everybody else, like everybody that received a sandwich today immediately opened them up and started eating them. So please, everyone, help me. Help me help the homeless. These don't cost that much. You get 10 in a box, and this is the small box. If you can feed at least 10 people a day, that'll help so much. That'll help so much. One meal a day can help somebody have the energy to help somebody else. One meal a day can help somebody, get the energy to do something more, to get a little bit more, to help their kids that you don't see on the corner with them. one meal a day can, give them hope that somebody else will help them too. Like, still practice social distancing and safety precautions by wearing your mask and gloves. And of course, where'd it go? I just had it. And of course, keeping your handy dandy alcohol. Handy dandy alcohol. Handy dandy alcohol. Keep everything clean. Keep everything sanitized. Because not only can you spray the surfaces with the alcohol to keep your area clean, even, prior to and after interacting with others. You want to keep your area clean and safe and sanitary. And you can also spray your mask. Don't spray your mask while your mask is on. Let me tell you this. Please do not spray your mask with any type of alcohol or strong cleaning type of, with your mask on. Take your mask off. I'm going to show you. Take your mask off. And when you take your mask off, after going into stores and other places, you definitely want to do this. After every time you go into a store, once you get back in your safe place, your car, your van, truck, whatever, you want to take your mask off, spray the inside, and spray the outside. Do not put your mask right back on. Wait for the alcohol to dry and get in and kill all those germs before putting your mask back on. That is very important. You do not want to suffocate and kill yourself with alcohol by spraying your mask with your mask on. Please remove your mask before sanitizing your mask, because you don't want to go out like that, and you don't want to be like, it's so strong, it's so strong. Please remember, remove your mask before sanitizing them. That is definitely key. So, please help me, you guys. It's very important that we stick together in this, because we don't know how long this is gonna last. We really don't. Especially with, Trump and all his people doing all that craziness and talking about some, oh yeah, we're gonna open back up. No, it's not time to open back up. And people protesting, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop being crazy, because the proper way to contain an outbreak, they messed up. They should have did a long time ago, but you can't contain an outbreak if you're still letting people commune in large groups. And it's I don't understand what people are thinking these days. Like, you shouldn't be gathering in large groups at the beach. You shouldn't be gathering in large groups to protest not being able to do your regular daily life or whatever. This is in place for a reason. We're being told to stay home and practice safe practices and healthy practices for our own good, for our own health. I understand being in solitude and, being away from other people and stuff, that takes a toll on you. I know that. It's a thing. Isolation is rough, especially if you're not used to it. It's something a lot of people are dealing with right now. But that's why we have social media. That's why we have all these new apps and everything. You can still stay connected. You can still video chat people. You can still live chat people. You can still send video messages and everything else. You don't have to be right up in somebody's face to enjoy them. You don't. Especially not during these times, especially when you don't know who has it, who doesn't have it, and every day the numbers keep going up. Yes, there's a lot of people not actually being positive with the virus, but there are still a lot of people who are positive with the virus. But even in that sense, the only way we can prevent the spread is if we continue to practice safe practices. Wear your gloves, wear your mask, and stay away from large groups of people. And stay away from people who aren't wearing a mask that you don't know. Because I tell you one thing, that's a sad way to go out. You see somebody that don't have a mask on, but you're going to be all up in the area, and then all of a sudden you sick. That's your fault. That's stupid. Don't do that. Please don't do that, people. Please, please. I know y'all smarter than that. Please. I love you guys. I love you guys. Please don't do crazy stuff like that. Please, if you need to get fresh air, please go to your balcony, go to your front yard, your backyard, your side yard, whatever. Just try and stay away from other people who you aren't sure are healthy or not. Please, please be careful. Please be safe. Make sure, you're constantly spraying your hands with alcohol or using hand sanitizer if you don't have access to a sink to wash your hands. If you don't have rubbing alcohol, you can use 80, 90, 100 proof vodka or grain alcohol. There's so many ways you can stay sanitized. Don't let this virus get you. Don't let it get you. Stay clean. Stay clean. I know people are like, but I don't want to get dry skin okay, you don't have to get dry skin. There's sanitizer that has aloe and everything else in it. There's so many different things. And then you can always follow up your hand sanitizer with your own lotion or whatever. You don't have to succumb to dry hands and stuff. Just, be safe, be safe. And then if you're worried about using alcohol too much, just wear gloves. Just wear gloves. It's that simple. It's easy. It's easy. It's super easy. You don't have to, go and get a whole hazmat suit or anything like that. Just try and stay home as much as possible. Go out for what you need. Go out for food. Go out for beverages. Because we all know not everybody drinks the same stuff. Everybody's just trying to live, have fun, and not have to trip about bills and everything else. You drinking that? I see you, Japan. What's up? But yeah, try and enjoy this time. One of the best things I have noticed since the whole stay-at-home order, people being people. Families being families. Kids being kids. I've actually seen kids playing outside. Not stuck to their phone or tablet or whatever. Kids are actually playing outside and riding their bikes more. That's lovely. I know most of y'all hate to admit it, but I think pretty much everybody kind of needed this break from life. If you sit back and think about it, we all needed this little break. I mean, I know I'm not taking a break. I've been working my butt off. Y'all don't see any of it because y'all gonna see it when it's done. But I've been working my butt off, and it's because of this project I've started since December. But yeah, I want everybody to not get depressed, not be sad. I want y'all to keep y'all spirits up, keep drinking and eating healthy. I'm not saying y'all can't have a little drink from time to time. Go ahead, do your thing, have some fun, but don't drink and drive. I swear to goodness, don't drink and drive. Like, don't do that dumb stuff. Please don't. I've already seen somebody run up a tree. I've seen somebody directly hit a tree and bounce off. Please, people, don't drink and drive. We better than that. That's what they want us to do. They want us to drink, drive, cause havoc, and basically kill ourselves. Don't give them that. Don't give them that. I mean, you gotta think about it. The only reason why certain things are happening is because they're trying to figure out a way to get rid of as many of us as possible without anybody really being able to point fingers directly at exactly who did it. But that's another story for another time. Just let me know when y'all ready for that. But yeah, like, everybody, please keep practicing social distancing and, please love life right now. Y'all said y'all needed time, y'all needed space to do what y'all love to do or what y'all always wanted to do or things y'all been putting off. Do that now. You have the time now. Especially all of you who don't have who aren't working right now because, you know, your job shut down. Like, take this time to enjoy life. Start painting, start dancing, start making music, start getting into auto mechanics, start doing anything that you like, that you love, that you always wanted to get into. Start doing things that you thought you didn't have time for before, and now you do. Especially parents. Parents, this is the perfect time to do all that fun stuff with your kids. Like, all the fun stuff you used to love doing, all the fun stuff you always wanted to do when you were a kid. Like, this is the perfect time. Especially since, you know, you don't have to worry about too many people trying to hit your phone up, talking about can I come over? Can I come over? Nobody's really trying to come over right now. So enjoy your time with your kids. Enjoy the time with your husbands and wives and you know, midwives and all that. Enjoy time with your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, whoever you're staying with right now. Like, I know it's rough, you know, living with other people, but remember, you can always step into another room, get a break to yourself or something, or go out in the backyard, get a break for yourself, you know. Remember, you don't have to stress out during these times. You don't have to feel like you're going crazy. You don't have to feel alone. You don't have to feel like you're useless or feel like you can't do anything. You can do something. Like, if you could spend $6 or $10 a day for, you know, prepackaged food that you can give out to the homeless, that's something you can do. That's something you can do. You can help somebody by giving them at least one meal a day. Like, you don't have to get out your car. You can just hand it out the window. It's so easy. That's what I did all day today. I wore my mask, I wore my gloves, and I sprayed every time, you know, after handing somebody a sandwich, because we know germs fly. So I grabbed my spray bottle, spray. I'm not about to spray and waste none, because I ain't no fool. But yes, please, everyone, today, I want to call today's Wednesday, right? let's say this was Wonderful Sandwich Wednesday. Make everybody wonder, like, how come more people can't do this? You can. And I know it depends on where you shop. Some places are cheaper, some places are more expensive. And don't say you can't do it, even if you being funded off of, food stamps and whatnot. It's okay. You get enough in food stamps. Shoot. Even when I was living out my cars, it doesn't matter what day it was. If I saw somebody on the street who needed something, I was living out my car. I had my food right there. I gave somebody my food, even though I was homeless myself. And I gladly do it every time. Because I know that if it weren't for me having my cars, that would have been me on the street. That would have been me out there. But I planned ahead, and I saved up, and I got a car, and I made sure that didn't happen to me. But because I was in a slightly better position than they were, and because I have such great friends, shout out to y'all, I love y'all. Thank goodness for y'all, I didn't end up completely on the street. Yes, I was living out my cars, but at the same time, I was a lot safer than a lot of these other people. And I was definitely way better off than a lot of these other people, especially since, I was getting assistance. And again, we gotta do what we can to help other people because it's hard out here. Like, it doesn't matter what class you're in right now. People are losing their jobs. People are losing their homes. People are losing their businesses. Some people are even losing their families. Like, we have to help people. Because that's the only way we're going to make it out. And you never know who you help. The person you helped yesterday could be the same person that saved your life 5 years from now. You never know. You never know. Like, there's no better feeling than knowing that you actually helped somebody. And the smiles and the thank yous that I got today, I want other people to experience that. Because there are people out here that don't have anywhere to go, that don't really have, a roof over their head, that don't, get to wake up in a nice comfy bed. There are people out here who don't get to wake up and go into a refrigerator every morning. There's people who wake up and they don't even, they can't even think about taking a shower. They're like, a shower? What's that? Like, there's people out here on the streets who are lucky enough sometimes just for somebody to let them in their store to use their bathroom. Or just to wash their face or something. Like, we really need to help people out. Like, even if, it's just giving somebody a mask or giving them a bottle of water or something. Like, we gotta help people. And especially our neighbors. Like, if you know your neighbors are struggling, call them. Call them or, leave a note on their door. Be like, hey, if you need any help, just let me know. I'll do the best I can with what I can. Like, don't make any, big promises or anything. Just say you can do what you can. Because everybody knows you can't do everything. We want to do everything. Yes, we do. But it's impossible. We can't do everything all the time at the same time and be at the same place at the same time. We wish we could do that, but we can't. But all we can do is do the best we can. And the only way we can effectively, make a bigger change is if there's more people out here helping people. Like, it's almost, I'm thinking it's worse than 9/11 at this point, as far as the layoffs and people losing their jobs. Remember 9/11 when so many people got laid off and couldn't get jobs, and everybody was struggling because everything kind of just was like a hailstorm. But we gotta help each other, like, come back from this. Especially, I feel so bad for businesses that just started. How many businesses do you think that just started had to close their doors this year after just opening, maybe for like a week or a month or a few weeks? Like, how many small businesses do you think had to close their doors almost immediately? Do you know how devastating that is? Like, I hope a lot of these businesses, I know they're trying to figure things out to make sure businesses, they can, not be all the way in the gutter after all this, and they'll be okay. But I really hope that they won't have like a huge hindrance from this and be able to come back and not have to completely shut down, because saving up for a business is hard. It's really hard. It really is. Like, saving up for a business is like basically saving up for your primary home. And then some. But it's people, we gotta come together. We gotta help people. And right now, I'm taking a break from making masks because I went at it hard last night and my hands started cramping up and hurting real bad from sewing, because I hand sew, and because I don't have space for a big sewing machine right now. Even though I have one, I don't have space for it, so I can't even use it. And I have one of those hand sew machines or whatever. It doesn't even lock in the stitch, so I'm like, I don't need you. But yeah, it's been kind of rough on my hand. Like, the most I can do is 8 masks per day. That's the max that I can do in one day. And that's with the pain and everything. It hurts sometimes. It's awkward. I don't have full function. But yes, I have been making my mask, and I have not been charging unless you ask for custom, which means, I gotta go find the fabric that I don't have yet, and blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. Like, you know the deal. If I don't already have the fabric, of course it's gonna be extra. But as far as the fabric I already have, every mask made from those are free. They are 100% free, unless you're not close and you need shipping. In that case, that bill is on you. I'm sorry, but I can only make and provide the mask for free. You have to pay for shipping. I cannot pay for shipping. I'm sorry, my income is not built like that. I mean, if if that's what you like, I have no problem with charging a small fee, a very small fee for the mask, with the shipping included. But other than that, yeah. If you are Baltimore local, Maryland local, my masks are free, and delivery, in-person delivery and curbside delivery and doorstep delivery is free. But yeah, I just want everybody to stay safe and healthy. Please, if you're going through depression and anxiety, please either stop overeating or start eating. Because I know when it comes to anxiety and depression, it's either one extreme or the next. Either you're not eating at all, or you're eating everything in the vicinity of wherever you are. It's a dangerous cycle. I go through it too, which is why I stay medicated. I mean, unfortunately, for my case, I have to stay medicated in order to eat, to sleep, to even to even just be able to get through the day. It sucks. Like, I love my medicine, but at the same time, I wish I did not need it. I wish I could use it just for luxury or whatever, but I can't. I actually need it. And for people, going through PTSD and everything, I know this is hard for you. I know, especially if you're in isolation, it's super hard for you. Because having those PTSD trips, they're rough. I know. I mean, it doesn't matter where your PTSD is from or why it's there. It's rough. And people need to know that. Please, whoever has friends and family, hold on, let me get myself together. Whoever has friends and family who are vets and, war heroes and all that, please check up on them. Please check up on them, especially if they're in isolation. It's really rough for them right now. It's really rough for them right now. But yeah, please do whatever you can, even if somebody is living alone and you think they might need some help. Feel free to, mail them some food or, leave a note on their door like, hey, I can help if you need help. Because there's tons of people living alone out here and they need help. Or at least some type of interaction instead of just being in complete isolation. But we gotta take care of each other. But yeah, just make sure you're taking care of yourself and your friends and your family, because at the end of the day, we gonna make it out of this. We gonna make it out of this as long as we take care of each other. And remember, when you wash your mask, here's the big one. When you wash your mask, please make sure all of the soaps and suds and everything else is completely rinsed out of it thoroughly. And make sure your mask dries thoroughly. Because when you leave any type of fabric with any type of water, moisture, and let it just sit and fester and don't let it dry completely, that accumulates bacteria and germs which you can also get sick from. So please remember to wash thoroughly and dry thoroughly your mask. My masks are hand washable and delicate cycle washable. And yes, they are alcohol safe. And you can adjust the elastic by tying it. I like to leave a good amount of slack, to make sure it could fit pretty much anybody's head. Because elastic, it stretches. We all know it's elastic. But yeah, I'm going to be taking a week break because my hand has been killing me. Like, I felt a pain in my hand last night that I never felt before. So I'm going to take a week break. Even though I'm taking a week break, feel free to, message me if you want a mask. I'm limiting it to one mask per person now because they're reusable. They're wash and reusable. Unless you really have a really good reason as to why you need more than one for yourself. I mean, I know the whole outfit thing. I get that. Okay, you want to be cute. I know I want to be cute too. But but again, the masks are reversible. You can have at least 4 colors on one mask. You can have at least 4 colors on one mask because they are reversible. You can have 2 colors on one side and 2 colors on the other side. Or you could have 1 color on one side and 1 color on the other side. Or you could do 1 full color on one side and then 2 different on the other side. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying. But yeah, please keep practicing safe sanitary habits. Remember, alcohol will be your friend. Alcohol will be your friend. Your friend to the end. I mean, you really, like, this is the best way to freshen up and cleanse your mask on the go. Have a spray bottle of alcohol, spray one side, spray the other, let dry, and reuse. And it's just as simple as that. And you can pull out the filters and replace the filters, because the pockets, you could just tuck them in and pull them out. Tuck them in and pull them out. Easy peasy. But if you would like to start putting your order in for, let's see, the week after next, because I feel like that's when I'm going to get started back on making masks. Yes, Chris. I'm sorry, the Gladney's going to have to wait because my hand needs a break. I love you guys, but y'all still going to get your mask. Your mask are going to be the next batch that I make after my hand break. I did tell him to pick up the stuff. I mean, I guess he'll come get it and bring it tomorrow or something. I don't know. But yeah, everybody stick together. Help one another. If you see somebody who doesn't have a mask and you know them, that's your homie or that's your neighbor, or you're like, oh, I remember we had a cool conversation one time. If they don't have a mask, ask them, do they need one? Because Nobody needs to be going out into public, especially not out into public into stores or, big establishments where there's large crowds, or going into large crowds, period, without a mask. You should not be even going into large crowds, to be honest with you. Don't do that. That's crazy. That's stupid. High risk. But yes, do not go into public spaces where you see other people without masks. Please wear your mask when you go into public. Please protect yourself and protect others, because we don't know. We don't know who's already immune. We don't know. We don't know if you got it and you're just a carrier. We don't know. We don't know if you're just a carrier or not. Please wear your mask for your good and our good. Because I tell you one thing, if somebody rolls back a camera and you don't have a mask on and somebody catches something, all eyes are going to be on you. So don't be the fool. Especially since I heard they're actually pretty serious about the whole no mask fine and all that. I don't know anybody who's been fined, but I do know somebody who told me that they knew somebody that got fined, but I wouldn't take those chances. And if you were smart, you wouldn't take those chances either. But yeah, I'm just saying, be safe, be smart, be sanitary, and help others out. That's the only way we're gonna get through this. You're forgetting, all this is happening right now. This is a fucking social experiment being ran by the government. And it's funny. It's funny, but it's not funny, because people are basically playing out the scenario pretty much how they kind of expected it. If you think about it. They wanted this to happen. I mean, come on, look at it. Trump said, "Oh, y'all want to impeach me? Oh, you know what? I'ma just fire those guys." And then, without us knowing, they've been working on this COVID, coronavirus crap since 2014, maybe even sooner. But they have documents showing that they've definitely been in the works for the minimum since 2014. So think about that. Like I said in my post earlier, stop being racist. Stop calling it the China virus. Stop calling it the Chinese virus, 'cause it ain't that. We all know who did it. We all know who did it. We all know who's been plotting this freaking virus. I mean, think about it. Even they said it. You have to already have in the works, to get a vaccine. It takes at least 2 years to get a sign-off for a vaccine. So, think about that. If they've been basically proposing to expose us to this virus, and they've been cooking it up since 2014, it's 2020 now. I wonder who has the vaccine or the antivirus, but they're just like, oh, but you gotta have enough money. That's how they play everything. You gotta have enough money. You gotta have enough money to buy a vaccine. That's how they want to play everything. But because it spreads so fast, they realized they couldn't do that. They couldn't withhold something that big, that long. And of course, because America's been in so much debt to China for ages, what better way to be like, oh, we don't owe you anything anymore, you owe us now, than to magically pop up a virus and be like, oh, since it started in your country, we're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna sue you, oh, it's your fault, even though we created it and we planted that shit there. Like I said, stop being fucking racist. It's not no fucking China virus. It's not a fucking Chinese virus. This shit was planned, made, and released. There are places that have not seen civilization, well, our type of civilization, ever. But they got it. We got tribes dying off that have never even seen a big fucking city. And they got the virus and they're fucking dying. You know why? Because they fucking put that shit there. You know why it's spreading so fast? Because they made it. They made it and they let it. They should have been closed down borders. They should have been locked down places. They should have been stopped any type of traveling. But they didn't. They didn't do any of that on time. That's why it spread. That's why it spread so fast. And a lot of people are like, oh no, Trump is saving us with these checks, blah, blah, blah. First of all, his bitch ass fucking started the whole shit to begin with. He ain't saving shit. He's trying to play hero after being the fucking villain. He's trying to play hero after being the fucking villain. He's trying to pretend like he gives a shit, knowing his hands are tied, and if he doesn't do certain shit, he's gonna completely lose all his votes. Because he knows even Republicans and everybody else who be, breathing up and down his back and sucking his, they dying from this too. Now he's like, oh, well, now we gotta give out stimulus checks and blah, blah, blah. Remember the first, month or two, where his fellow politicians started getting sick and getting the virus and dying off and shit like that and still going on? Every time he says anything in regards to them, notice how he's chuckling. Notice how he kind of smirks. Notice how he's laughing at it because he wanted it. Notice how he's just like, oh, like, he doesn't care about you, me, or anybody sitting near him or anybody. He's just trying to fatten his fucking wallet. And that's all he's been doing. Hello. Welcome. Nice to see you chiming in from Japan. But yeah. He started this. Well, I wouldn't say exactly he, because I'm pretty sure the government started all this before, you gotta think. The government plans a lot of shit out. You gotta think. They gave us Obama, right? They gave us Obama to be like, okay, yeah, we'll give them something. We'll give them a little bit of hope. We'll let them cheer for a little bit. And then as soon as they could, yoink, snatched all that away and gave us, who? Trump. And I never understood why that was even an option, considering he's a show-ho. Yeah, I fucking said it. He's a show-ho. He's been on TV for decades. Like, he's been on all he knows is TV. He ain't got a real bone in his body. All he knows is how to show off for cameras. That's all he knows how to do. And even still, he doesn't even know how to do that as a president. He looks like a freaking 2-year-old up there on those freaking microphones. Like, and that's not even close, because I know 2-year-olds that can speak and and have actual full-blown conversations better than him. And I'm pretty sure y'all can agree with me, because I know some pretty smart 2-year-olds. And I'm like, and y'all let this moron get in the office. Like, what? What? This fool, all he worried about is money. Not even giving anybody money. He trying to put everything in his pocket. That's why he's doing everything overseas and this, that, and the other thing. And come on, you gotta think about it. They tried to, play the 50 with us. If some people don't understand what that means, playing the 50 means playing bent, or playing stupid, playing dumb, or trying to play the other side for a fool. And he got y'all. He got a lot of y'all. And I know that doesn't pertain to most of y'all on my Facebook. I know, y'all don't fuck with Trump, but the ones that do, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Whatever. I take it it's like a tax cut thing or something. Y'all get more when y'all write off your taxes or something. I don't know. All I'm saying is Trump is a retard. And I don't mean that in the sense of, oh, he's autistic, oh, he needs help. No, I mean that in the sense that he is stupid, and he's smart in certain ways. And those ways we don't get to see other than the wrongdoing that he does, and then tries to play it off like it isn't wrong. But that's all good. Because us real people, we know what it really is. But again, let me get out of here. I've been on here long enough. So before I go, let me just say it one more time. Do not forget to wear your mask in public. For me, I wear my mask and my shades for eye protection. Even though, sure, stuff gets from, but direct shades and glasses do kind of help a little bit. Don't forget to wear your mask. Don't forget to sanitize your mask after any entry and exit of an establishment with other people that you don't know. And don't forget to actually wash your mask. And don't forget to let your mask fully dry before putting it back on. Yes, and please, everyone join me. I'm doing this at least one day out of the week. At least one day out of the week. I'm getting prepackaged food. Prepackaged food like Uncrustables to hand out to the homeless that are on the street, and they got signs like, hey, I need help, I need food, I need money. And depending on how much cash I have on me or how much cash my friend has on them, sometimes we even add $1 with the sandwich. So not only are they getting a small little, a small meal, but they're also getting $1 for, possibly getting something to drink or whatever. And yeah, guys, we gotta help everybody out. We gotta help each other out. Give out water, give out juice, give out cookies, crackers, anything prepackaged. Anything prepackaged that, is of decent, nutritional value, you know, something that'll at least give them a little bit of protein or something. Something. We gotta help each other out. Again, one meal a day will make a difference for somebody. But yeah, stay safe, stay smart, stay sanitary, and remember, help others, because you never know when you're gonna need help yourself. Love, peace, and please count your blessings and help others so that you can keep receiving your blessings, because the universe works in so many different ways. Remember that. Love.